I was dreading I saw it coming. The whole he's gonna lose his powers and become human, and I was so dreading it. And then it happened, and I didn't hate it.
Dude,
That
they did everything they did in that final season, whether it was, redoing the death of Superman, Doomsday, all the downsides of how he came back to life, losing his powers, everybody finding out he's Superman. Like, all the stuff they did in that season is all things that, like, a lot of it is stuff that has just barely been touched upon in the comics, and or not is like taboo, right? Like in the comics, nobody ever finds out outside of Lois and a handful of people that he's Superman, right?
And so they've done stories where
Superman
Clark Kent no more and stuff like that. And,
I mean, they've done stuff like that, but like this, the way they did it in this is like there comes a point where now everyone knows who Superman is. The entire world knows from now on. He continues to be Superman, and that was a story that could have gone really, really, really wrong and come off really, really bad in the show, and they did it perfectly, and it worked with the show. And it worked for the character, and I thought it was done great.
That scene where he decides to take off his clothes and put on the Superman suit in the diner is quite possibly my favorite Superman scene ever.
It's a great scene.
Matt?
Yes.
I got something for you.
Thank you.
You said
you left the other night before I saw your comment.
But I needed the legs, so I got it here for you if you need it.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
And have you been eating hot Cheetos?
No.
Yeah,
the fingers.
Oh no, I've been dying.
Okay. Looks like
action figures,
Cheetos,
red and blue. So yeah, I have red and blue.
That's why you're supposed to wear gloves.
I don't know. I got like paint and dye and all kinds of
Matt,
stuff.
really quick, my friend said he bought some stuff off of you.
Yes. Okay.
Robert Munoz.
Oh yeah. He came by last week. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, man. I'm glad you could get some stuff sold off.
Yeah.
I did get something pretty awesome this week.
Hey, where are you posting that stuff? Because I can't find it anywhere.
I got the Fans Toys Ultra Magnets, and this is the armor. He can turn into the White Optimus Prime.
Oh, nice.
So he can, and the silhouette's so much better than the actual official one. The official one, he's too bulky. But I love this thing. It's gorgeous. He just needs his Autobot logo, and he goes on the shelf.
Looks good.
They even did like the IDW, like busted helmet option, where you can actually change this out, where you can see his regular head underneath the armor. When he gets blasted in the face. But just the quality of this thing, Fans Toys, for the most part, knocks the stuff out of the park. I'm rarely disappointed with Fans Toys. The only one really I've been disappointed with was their Power Glide.
Quinn, the link's in the private chat.
Oh, cool. Thank you, sir.
The pilot Luke's already gone. Can't get him. He's already
Every time I
spoken
click
for.
on your link, it just takes me to the marketplace. It don't take me to your listing.
Good.
Oh yeah, didn't take me to that.
Really?
Yep. Let me
It's because it's part of a super secret club that you have to be part of.
Oh, you know what it is? It's because y'all are on my friends list. I bet you that's why. Because there's a setting on there like, do you want to show all your friends to see this? I bet that's what it is. Because I have so many subscribers following me, I click that, I turn that off so that people who are on my friends list can't see it. I bet that's why you guys can't see it.
Oh, so it's because I'm not part of the super secret fan club.
Uh-oh.
I see.
That's the only thing I can think of. Well, no, because you're on my friends list.
Yeah,
And you saw it?
yeah. I contacted you through it.
That's
I don't
right,
get-
you did.
Oh,
Then I
wait.
don't know.
It's working now.
It don't work for me. It don't.
It's not working for me.
That's because he doesn't like you.
Let me grab my phone. Maybe it'll work on my phone.
I'm not worried about it right now. We're
It's
people,
not
we're
that
talking
big
about
a
stuff
deal.
people can see.
Not that big a deal.
David Cosworth's 6'4", and the tallest actor played. Christopher Reeve was also 6'4", though. So he's the same height.
That's what I had heard, is that he was the tallest guy to play Superman.
That's
what I
remember,
heard.
if it didn't happen in the last few years, it never happened.
But no, I mean, the article I read said specifically he was like an inch taller than Christopher Reeves.
Oh, an online article didn't actually do proper research?
The internet doesn't lie. Abraham Lincoln said that.
Although at this point, technically, he's 12 feet 4 inches taller than Chris Reeves.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, too soon? Too soon?
also got this. This is the KO version of the.
Is that the metal one?
Yep.
Nice.
This is the KO version of the Missing Link Optimus Prime, but he's all die cast. He's twice the weight as the official one. Alright, I'm going to open it up. Anybody else get anything this week?
I got quite a few things since the last chat.
I got this guy off eBay.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's from that 2-pack, right?
No, it's a single one.
Was it a single?
It was the troop builder on
It was a
the
single.
Oh, they just okay. Why did I think
It came with 2 head sculpts.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Well, the cool thing is where it comes to head sculpts, I bought a bunch of Paladins, same color scheme.
There you
I
go.
bought them cheap. I bought them cheap in anticipation to get those because you had a limit. You could buy 5 of those at a time. You're buying limit, which it annoyed me. Like when the fact is like those 3 Marvel guys, the Ryan, when everybody, all those guys. We can't wait to see how many people, how many troops you can build up. 5. You have a limit of 5, so we can only buy 5. So I bought 5 Paladins, put the heads on, so I have 10.
Nice.
I waited to do a video what you could do that until I got the Paladins before I was gonna make the video and direct the price up on Paladins. But hey, 5 Paladins and you can do a scroll.
Don't you hate it when you just lose stuff that was literally just right here?
I do that all the time.
Clear is my mind.
Yep, sticker sheet.
Happens to me all the time.
I don't even know who all you are. Why are you on my computer screen?
Who are you people?
Just had all of Stalker's accessories somewhere.
Oh no!
A pair of binoculars, gloves for climbing a tree,
Well, all his leg accessories.
digital camera.
So his holster and all that stuff. Which
Oh, your stalkers have holsters?
I don't know what.
Oh shit! One of the smokestacks is broke.
No.
Right out of the box.
Anyway,
I'll fix it.
All right, start showing what you got. Come on, don't take all day.
all right.
To help people.
So
I've got 2 things, and I'm showing them, and like everybody else sitting there, like,
they're Transformers. You got anything interesting?
Ooh.
I'm kidding.
Oh,
Transformers is
my 2 things cost more than everything you bought this week.
true. Probably.
I think JB was talking some crap about you right now, Matt. I mean, Jared.
Well,
No.
I smacked back too. It's like my 2 things cost more than everything you
I
bought.
heard that.
I agreed with him. I said he got me there. So first thing I got this week, I literally uploaded the review just yesterday. It was the brand new TMNT Archie Kang using Shredder's body figure. Just found this at my local. Just got this from my local Walmart, and then I'm like, I'll upload a review of it. So that's up on my channel already.
That looks like a bad kit bash.
It does,
Oh,
right?
it's not a kit bash though. It's the real thing.
And you actually paid for that?
I
It's a
paid for
corporate.
it.
It's a corporate kit bash.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Then I got some other stuff from Walmart for mine. Let's see. So I got this for $15. Biker Mice from Mars. I got Throttle for $15.
Nice. They're finally starting to put those on clearance at Walmart.
Yeah.
They need to. Nobody's buying them at any of my Walmarts.
I got in the new black and white versions for Wave 2, and those are limited to 500 pieces. And I had 6 sets of those here. I got 1 set left. They sold like crazy.
I
They're doing
got
the figures, but everybody's waiting, chomping at the bits, waiting for the bikes.
Yep, bikes
Yeah.
are delayed.
so I got this from the clearance aisle as well for $18.
Because they're
My
not
Via
like,
wrestling figure, My Via 3-pack. You know, you got Dwayne Johnson, his father, his grandfather all together. Got that for $18. This was $70 for retail price. But I'm only going to pay $70 for this. So
no, that 70 is way overpriced for that.
for a
Yeah.
3-pack, yeah.
I remember back in the day, they used to give you discounts for multi-packs because the incentive to buy a multi-pack, you get a discount on the figures. Now, all the toy companies say, nah, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
These toy companies, they want money.
I got another wrestling figure from my Walmart. I think I might go out and try to find the rest of the way, but I got the Monday Night War, Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect.
Wrestling. Did you have anything interesting?
You and your damn
Yeah.
wrestling.
Yeah, I got some interesting. I got some more Mattel
Hold on.
DC
Leave
figures.
JB alone. He likes having
Ooh.
in. I mean, come
That's
on.
the early 90s?
We don't judge JB.
I
We
don't
like-
remember. Okay, well, when did Cartoon Network start? Wasn't it like
Dexter's
did Cartoon
Laboratory.
Network like, start in like 94?
No, I think, yeah, somewhere. Probably started in the early 90s.
Because I feel like by the time Cartoon Network started, I was not like I didn't care. I was old enough that I didn't really care.
1992 is when it found it.
92. What was like the first slate of stuff? Because the first ones I remember actually liking from there was like, and I don't even know if this was early 90s. This could have been late 90s, but like Johnny Bravo and Dexter's Lab.
Mm-hmm.
I liked
Probably
those,
mid-90s.
but I don't
Yeah.
remember if that was like that was.
A lot of Cartoon Network stuff, early stuff, was all reruns of like existing
Yeah.
cartoons.
Yeah, and then they did Boomerang, which was Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Which I
Okay,
like Boomerang a
From
lot better.
95 to 2003, a lot of cartoon, Dexter, Johnny Bravo, Cal
Ed and Eddie.
Ed
Yep.
Eddie.
That was the gold. That was the golden era of Cartoon Network right there. That
Powerpuff
the
Girls
best-
was fun.
those were the best years.
Samurai Jack. Yeah.
Samurai Jack. That was a great one.
Remember
I like
Randy, Cody
Oh yeah,
Kiss, War.
I would say I still like Dexter's Lab and Johnny Bravo and
Yeah.
Samurai Jack. And then what was the Grim and Mandy was good.
Courage Kelly Dog and Edna and Eddie was a good one.
Those would be my 4 choices.
Mama warned me about women like you.
So
I
I
did
don't
get-
like
well,
what this
she's
list.
right.
We don't have the best one on that list. Was not on here.
Mega XLR.
Yes, sir.
But didn't that only run for 1 season though?
2 seasons.
Too. I
And
got
the creator of the show has tried and tried to buy that show back from Cartoon Network, and they wouldn't sell it back to him. So he would like to continue it.
You think you'd get it pretty cheap?
I got some Mattel DC
That-
stuff.
It's that network. They once they have something, they don't care if they're ever going to use it again. They won't let it go.
They're like Marvel.
Yep.
All right, what Mattel DC stuff did you get?
All right. I got first one right here. They ain't gonna be able to see me. A short.
Oh, bye.
What?
I was trying to add him. We were hitting buttons at the same time.
Yeah.
First one I got Let me get him out of here. Hold on. Get him out of
You
the
ain't come
bag.
prepared, KB. Come on.
Barry Allen.
Nice, classic.
Yep. Got
Classic
that one.
Silver Age.
Then I got another one right here. Pull them out. They're all in Ziploc bags because they just came in not too long ago.
As long as they don't smell like cigarettes.
Oh, they don't. Luckily.
What's the?
I like to buy mine mint on card so that I can have all the inbox collectors.
I have
Wheat.
yet to figure out how to remove cigarette smoke from a figure. Once it soaks into the plastic, you can't get it out. Oh, nice.
Catwoman. Purple Catwoman.
Woman that she got her whip.
Yes, her whip is in here. Her whip's in here. I just don't have it on her. Let's see. Here's the other one I got. They're all in bubble wrap, so we rip it open. I got Two-Face.
Nice.
Nice.
Also from the
Very
five
Purple suit Two-Face. Yep.
Doesn't look anything like Tommy Lee Jones though.
Yeah, well. Let's see what else I got. Yeah, her whip's right. So this is Catwoman's whip. It's in this bag. It's in there, so I don't need to take that out yet.
2 hours later.
Why don't okay? I got a bad habit of not taking figures out until we do the show, and stuff like this.
See, I don't have that level of patience. I open them as soon as I get them. Much to the detriment of my YouTube channel.
Is it the heat
this
vision or
is
the red
the-
one?
This is the one Matt's got with the heat vision eyes. So got that one. I got two more. Then I'm done. I got two more, and then I'm finished. So.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
I got Batman.
Oh, classic black and gray with the oval.
Yes.
Nice.
I
And
dig it.
then I got one more. We rip them open.
Finish.
Yep, rip them open. And I finally got the cream of the crop out of all of them.
Oh, nice. Powers to the purple. And
Yep. Purple and green suit Lex
You
Luthor.
basically got a bunch of figures from the 5-pack.
Actually, yes, the guy was selling a bundle for like $50. He sold all these figures and he included the Flash. So I got 6 of them for $50.
Dude, that's great.
So that's all I got. That's it.
My turn.
Yep.
So I got. This is the All Stars Superman.
Classic Superman.
Nice.
It's just about perfect. Eradicator.
Oh, you
My,
son
my
of a
only gripe with it, I only have 2 gripes with that Radicator.
The
cape-
gold glasses.
Oh, the gold glasses. I wish they were translucent. The prototype had. I think they showed like the prototype had translucent glasses. Was it called?
Mhm.
And the cape's too hard.
Yep, the cape's pretty hard, but he looks great. He's got some loose joints. He was new in box when I got him. I won him on auction.
Oh, I like that color. Excuse. When they did like the Ring of Superman, I kind of hoped that was going to be the Superman.
Got
Yeah,
us, Kara, Supergirl.
I've got that one.
Linda Danvers.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah, that's isn't that look the one? Didn't that look get popularized by Superman animated series? Isn't that where
Yeah.
that look came from?
That's where I
Yeah.
knew it
I
from.
think it was the first time we
I got-
ever saw her like that with a white T-shirt.
Yeah, the white
Yeah.
T-shirt came from when Matrix was no more. She merged with Matrix and Supergirl and Linda Danvers merged in the comics. When Matrix was no more, Linda became Supergirl, and she adopted that look.
The more you know.
Got a good Superboy, not like that McFarlane crap.
Yep. So
Oh, yeah,
unfortunately,
Yes.
he got chipped right here on his ab crunch. The torso is more yellow than it shows on screen. I guess it was a little bit brittle, and when I went to flex him, it popped that.
Unfortunately, a
Chunk out
lot
of
of
his
those
chest.
DC Universe Classics figures, the plastic does not hold up over time.
Mm.
You have to be very
I
careful.
found
I would say there's one thing that I would do with DCUC figures that I've had good luck with, and that is to spray them with a good oil. So I'd use rim oil. Spray them with a good oil and heat them up with a hair dryer.
Sure.
Heat them up with a hair dryer first. Get the plastic soft, all the joints soft, even the harder brittle plastic on the chest, and then soak it overnight in a little bit of rim oil.
Yeah.
I've never had any issues with it, like taking paint details off or anything like that, but it kind of soaks in to the plastic, and I've had good luck with that.
Okay. I got the DC Direct Superman as Nightwing figure. I just found this one randomly on eBay, and I had to have it.
That is
He's cool. He's a little tall. He's 6 3/4. He fits more in with McFarlane
DC
stuff.
Direct DC Direct was doing like kind of 6.5 inch tall figures, while DC was doing closer to 6 inch. So, but
I have a few other DC Direct figures coming, so I figured it'll fit in all right. I did get the Ben Reilly Spider-Man.
Nice.
And my last one, I just picked this one up. I heard that Target was having the wave in, so I got the unlimited.
I need that figure.
Nice.
Unlimited Spider-Man. Yeah, and it was the only one they had. They had 2 of them, and they still had that same Beyonder. The Beyonder is still over there, but I haven't found any more of the Secret Wars stuff besides Beyonder, and my game stuff has Iron Man, and those are the 2 that I don't really care as much about. I want Captain America and Spider-Man. I can't find them anywhere.
The ones I want are Wolverine and Beyonder. Those are the 2 that I want from that wave. So, all right.
So that's what I got. I got more coming, but
All right. So mine don't count as new pickups because I made them. But I did get. I was putting together an Invader shelf. Why now? I don't know. I'm gonna have to take it down. But and I realized I had like Human Torch and Captain America and Union Jack and Namor for Invader's display, but I didn't have Bucky. And I can either buy that really, really crappy Toy Biz one, which is awful, really awful, or make my own. So, and then for the audience out there watching, I couldn't decide whether or not I wanted to make a classic looking Bucky or kind of because I had in my head that I could do one that looked a little more militaristic, maybe a little more, somewhat more accurate of what he would probably look like. So I did both because why not? So I've got my more kind of militaristic looking Bucky that I made, which I think came out pretty good. I still need to seal him. I haven't done like a dull coat on top of him yet. So we've got the Guardians of the Galaxy Star-Lord upper that I have mated to a I mated the lower torso to the crotch piece from a G.I. Joe classified Stalker. Dyed the figure where it needed to be dyed blue. Dyed it where it needed to be dyed red. Dry brushed over the top of that. Gave him a nice combat belt. Painted up his holster. Did his collar. Did the detail lines there on the panels on the front. And some silver accents. I got kind of more of a modern or more realistic looking Bucky. And then while I was at it, I went ahead and did a more classic looking Bucky with this one actually required more modifications the other one did, because this was the AIM soldier torso and crotch, but he has that stupid belt where they put a gap in between the two, like this wide ass hollow gap where there's only a peg connecting the two, so they can put this big stupid belt. So I had to cut that out and rejoin them. And then I did use G.I. Joe legs and boots for him. And Jason Todd head sculpt from Mattel DC Multiverse. Right? Yeah, the Mattel DC Multiverse head sculpt for him. So, yeah, those are my Buckies this week, which I got to do videos on. I got to do so many videos. So, I got some Buckies up in here. So I'm gonna do one. I think I'm gonna put this one on my Invaders shelf. And I think I'm gonna put the other one on my Captain America shelf. So, anyway, that's it. I don't know where Jared ran off to. Oh, you son of a bitch! Tempting me with that.
He looks great.
That's the one I wanted the most out of that entire wave.
Same.
I thought that show was awesome. I liked that show.
People tried to say it was a sequel to the M8 series, but it was so different.
That series was a mix of Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2099, and they dropped the ball on that whole storyline. They should have just went with Spider-Man 2099 and left it at that. It would have been so much.
So Batman Beyond came out, and they were afraid of being called copycats. So rather than do futuristic, they just did the alternate world universe deal. And
while I watched the cartoon because it was Spider-Man, I would have preferred 2099 myself.
maybe we'll get a Spider-Man 92,
98
series, because in X-Men 97, Mary Jane was back. How did she get back? What? There's a lot of questions left to answer.
Spider-Man found Mary Jane, but now we know the answer thanks to 97.
Yep.
I was looking on Target's website right now for that Spider-Man Unlimited figure. I don't see it listed on there.
No, I can't find any of that they've listed on their website.
But someone in Jared's Discord said that they were showing up at Target, so I stopped at mine, and
Target,
I was glad I did.
We gotta drop the family in there.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Somebody playing the flute?
Was that?
Somebody playing the flute?
Yeah, he's playing Zelda. All right. What news do we have today, pray tell?
No, before we get into the news, I just want to show something real quick. I did get a new toy set up this week. I got my airbrush and paint booth set up. So I've been doing some painting. This is Poetry Express Discord. I've had this masked off for a long time waiting for this. This Spider-Man belongs to my friend Don. I had all that masked off, so he wanted some blue highlights on it. So that was one of my first projects with my airbrush. And it turned out pretty good. If anybody actually looked at the screen.
I've seen it!
I liked it. It to us not too long ago. Me and Matt both said it was fantastic.
And been waiting to metallics look so much better of an airbrush. Finally airbrushed one of my original characters. I love this gold.
You know, at first when I got the notification on my phone of this image, at first I thought you was making a Mazo in gold, like from Just League Unlimited. I was like, oh, that's pretty neat.
And did real subtle shading and highlights on that gray. I used the wash that I used, that Tester's wash. I was able to airbrush it through that and do real thin, and it makes really good shadows. That gold is made by Mr. Hobby. It's their Mr. Metallic line GX 217, I think. It's called Rough Gold. Beautiful shade of gold. It's very vibrant, And they have another one called Red Gold. It's another great shade of gold. It's a little more muted gold. Both of them are great paints to use. But I'm digging having the airbrushing now. I haven't airbrushed anything in years. So now I can get full coverage really quick on a figure.
I need to get a better airbrush. I got a cheap one that I got off of Amazon for $25. It does the job, but not very well.
But we do have some toy news though this week.
No.
Okay. By the way, Matt, I did want to say, someone made a comment earlier on my Mattel versus McFarlane video I did earlier this month, and they made a good point about the reason why people don't buy McFarlane is because of his sculpt work and scaling. Like, you are correct.
Yeah.
You would be surprised how many people have commented, said they agree and prefer Mattel over McFarlane.
Oh yeah,
Almost
everything on the video I did, you know.
Mhm.
I mean, almost there's a couple people here and there that drop in to be like, "You're wrong," but most people agreed. The thumbs up ratio to thumbs down ratio on my videos, like 96% agree. So, like, yeah.
Rio Blast went up for pre-order this week. We've been known this was coming for a while. It went up for order. Let's see if it's sold out. Wow, it's not sold out. They must have upped their limits, like on their Origin stuff. The Origin stuff used to sell out instantly on Mattel Creations.
Well, you got to think too. A lot of people don't know who Rio Blast is.
Rio Blast is a very high demand character.
If you know Motu, you know him. Yes.
Yes, he is. Gildor, no, he's very obscure. Rio Blast is a lot of.
Was Rio Blast in the cartoon?
He was not on the cartoon, but he was very popular.
Because I was thinking like Tuba and stuff, they sold out quick because of being more mainstream.
Well,
Rio Blast is a popular character.
What I'm saying is, I think they've changed their limits on Mattel Creations on their Origins.
They might have.
This is the third figure they put up that's not sold out of Origins.
Yeah.
Normally, Origin stuff sells out immediately within the first hour.
Well, then again, too, you got to think. Scalpers, usually if it's a character people want, scalpers will be all over buying quantities of them and sell them in the aftermarket.
It's Motu. Everything's a scalper thing.
Apparently not these.
Again, don't listen to what I say. They've upped their limits because they're doing it like their Masterverse. Masterverse never sells out because they make a lot of them. So they're apparently changing it with the Origins. Of course, this is the only place you can buy Origins now. The toy version of Origins, the original line of Origins, is no more on retail shelves. The cartoon line has replaced Origins at retail.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Do you guys collect Transformers too, or is that considered?
Jared, I don't know. Do you collect Transformers? I never hear you speak of such a thing. Oh, you have one. See, Jared has one.
Hey, one of my favorite toys growing up was a Death Star Darth Vader Transformer.
And we got that one. We got this one.
So he's got a few, and then an entire room full of them.
Some of them taller than.
And up here, that shelf right there is nothing but Optimus Primes. In the middle one is the sealed G1 Optimus Prime signed by Peter Cullen. So I got a few.
Just a few. Nothing crazy. He's not obsessed with anything.
I love Transformers.
He's going to sleep with it tonight.
And by far, my favorite Ultra Magnus figure right now it's the Fans Toys Ultra Magnus. It is gorgeous. Woodman 29 Bombus B with airmail shipping $238. Cheapest place to get it.
I still want to get that Lewin 1/12 scale one.
Oh,
I just gotta, take out a second mortgage to get it.
how much does Bombus B get it for? Lewin Atlas. Whoa, check it out.
Whoa.
84, but you got to pay a lot for shipping. If you want it soon, if you don't care for it to be on a boat and not have it within a month or so, it's $268.
Yeah, for $268, I could wait a month.
That's nothing.
This is 3 feet tall. Airmail shipping, the cheapest one is $144.28.
That's the one you get if you want Optimus to go with your G.I. Joe classified.
Yes. Or Marvel Legends.
Yes. The cab lights light up, the eyes light up, the matrix lights up, the feet light up. This thing is.
I wonder how heavy is that thing? It's got to weigh
now,
good
Cannon
10
bought
pounds.
Custom Cannon. He bought one of these from Bumblebee, and it is huge and it's awesome. It's based on the modified MPTN mold, which this has the longer legs, better proportioned. The design and everything, I love this. I've always liked the MPTN's design. He's big, bulky, and it looks great. And for that price, and
Can you copy and paste that into the chat so I can save it? Because
yep, I will put it in the main chat too.
electroplating color. That means it's metal. Is it metal?
This thing's got a lot of die cast. This thing is heavy. But yeah, it is an awesome piece. It is massive. I wish they would do a Megatron to go with it. They're doing a Metroplex, which is huge.
Yeah, I saw the pictures of that. That's wow. I definitely don't have room for that one.
Yep.
Oh, they have it in a dark Optimus
or a Nemesis in black. It's Batman. Is it coming black? But yeah, it's a gorgeous piece. The Real Blast, I think they just upped the limits on the Origins. They used to limit them where like they had to limit around because Night Stalker, the Gildor, and now Real Blast is not sold out within hours. So I think something's definitely changed.
Just so you know, Matt, it's awesome.
Oh, Spider-Man Unlimited, yep.
Yeah.
This was the big Motu news this week. We knew this was coming. This is the first pictures we got this week of the crossover line between Thundercats and He-Man, which this is what's really cool. They come with alternate parts where you can just display them as regular Thundercats. You don't need to have the crossover look for it. So the Mumra Skeletor hybrid, but you can actually have be either or. It'd be kind of cool if they do packaging variants, like ones like that one, where it could be the Skeletor Mumra cross mix or just the Mumra. They're going to be priced at $20 a piece. The bigger figure, like the Mumra, is going to be $30. Yeah, that big Metroplex is awesome, but $1,200. Yeah, that's crazy. But a lot of people like just knee-jerk reactions. I wish they were regular figures. Didn't have the crossover stuff. It's like then they didn't look at the figures. They come with alternate pieces to make them look like you can actually swap out the legs, take off the armor and stuff, and just be Thundercats. Now, Lion-O, I hope they update because I don't like the yellow on the forearms, his abs, or his face. It's more of the toy accurate color scheme, but
they're gonna do a repaint of that. Come on now. There's gonna be a recolor.
No, that's if it's there's a gamble on this one as if it's going to do well. Thundercats is one of those lines where a lot of times they don't do good at retail.
True, but people will buy these because there are a lot of collectors out there who like cool stuff.
Problem is though, if they can too, because there's another company releasing figures at retail, the Thundercats.
Well, I know I'll be carrying them here at my store.
Now, the odd thing with this one, I hope it's just a prototype thing. I can live with the yellow, but I'll have to strip off. There's 3 dots on his forehead.
This might be early prototype samples.
Yeah.
Brainiac got a hold of him.
Well, there's a big fingerprint in the paint right there.
Yeah, it might be
a prototype
samples, so the colors might change, which I hope they do.
Yeah, I don't like the yellow. If they get rid of the yellow, it needs to be flesh tone like it was in the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it's just that there's 3 people out there messing with him because he's a cat.
Oh, yeah, 3 laser pointers.
Oh no, it's Predator got it.
Predator got him. Well, gentlemen, it's that time of the night again, and I will thank you for having me, and I will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Yeah, I agree too. Like, I don't like the yellow abs. They got all the yellow needs to go. It needs to be cartoon colors. I think we all need this advice. How do I get more space and more money? If we could answer that one, we'd all be rich. We'd have everything.
Yeah. Millionaires.
I do like this crossover line, and I like the fact you can change the parts out. The Mumra Skeletor crossover is really cool.
Yeah, I'll be buying that Mumra. By the way, Matt hasn't given his thoughts on this yet.
I think it's really cool. It's not a line I'm gonna buy, but
you've been getting the He-Man the cartoon figures.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah, but those got sold.
Oh.
It was never going to be a line that I was going to continue to collect. Like, I bought some stuff here and there.
Hey, these will be coming out by the time you get moved in and settled in.
No.
I would at least. Well, Matt, wait a minute. I would at least buy one and see how you like it.
No.
Test the waters, man. Come on.
He's been eating.
I'd rather spend that money on DC, UC, and other stuff that I already collect.
Come on, you can't tell me that Mumra's not cool.
I'm still building my collection on many, many things. So when this move came up, it was an excuse to like clear out stuff. I got rid of every Transformer I had. Anything Ninja Turtles I had is gone. He-Man stuff is gone.
Did you have the Origins of the cartoon collection stuff?
Well, I had some of all of it.
Oh, well, I was needing to get the cartoon collection He-Man. That's the one I'm missing.
He's getting rid of all of his Black Series stuff.
Getting rid of all my Black Series
listen to what we say during the week, he actually had that figure at one time, and you knew he was selling stuff. But you don't listen to nobody. So.
Hey, you know what I did when he found out he was selling stuff that I wanted? I bought it.
Yeah, he hit me up like by the end of the chat that night and was like, I want this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And I was like, all right, let me go see if I still got those left. And I think I had all of them but one of them, right? There was one I was missing.
You didn't have any of the clone troopers except for Cody left.
Yeah, that's right. Because somebody had come earlier that day and bought all the other clone troopers.
It's fine. Most of my Motu stuff's is getting sold anyway.
I really wish
Power's coming out.
I really wish he's had a little bit more articulation. I would start picking them up, but
You know, the more this is a line that I could see myself getting into. The more they do, the more I like this line. When it was like, especially this wave here, well, if you show the rest of the wave, like this is a solid wave, especially that the Lobo figure.
Yep.
And I love that one wave they came out with that had like Black Manta and Guy Gardner in it. That was a great looking wave.
And this is the Superman Anime Adventures logo.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. If it was closer to like Marvel Legends DCUC scale, a little bit more articulation, I would have been buying these since they came out.
Which is hilarious. This is based off the cartoon, and they got the grungy comic book picture on the card. It's like,
yeah,
dude, just show the cartoon art.
By the way, that dude looks like a 6-inch figure.
Yeah, he's big. He is quite a bit bigger. Is there a group shot? Of course, you don't show them next to each other, but he's taking. You can see like difference in the card blister.
Yeah,
there's a huge gap in.
He's a considerably. In fact, I wouldn't surprise me if he was bigger than 6 inches.
Because these are what, 5-inch figures.
Yeah.
So you've got those coming out, and what are the price point on these?
$17, I think. They're 13 or 17. Oh, sold out.
Oh, they're $12.
12. Oh.
That's a good deal on those. This is his new wave of figures, which, oh man, Todd is keep creeping up his prices. These are $30 a piece. It's like,
are these collector's edition? Or? Yeah, they're collector edition.
Collector edition was 30.
I don't care.
They were 28.
They're still
$30
for crappy figures.
That's the price, though. He's been priced as collector edition was $30 a piece.
And what makes them collector's editions?
Nothing really.
Extra
that card.
Yes.
The card is a little bit different.
I mean,
the box is a little bit different.
Away.
It's just
in
the box.
I have a whole collection of them. Okay.
The card that most people throw away in the box that everybody tears open.
Yeah.
I'm not buying these. I'm giving up on McFarlane. So.
See that's my collection of McFarlane trading cards.
Captain Cold. You got Power Girl.
Okay, it's great that he's doing these, but it's too little, too late. He should have been doing the classic version.
Her tits aren't big enough. Okay, let's just all say what we're thinking here. Her tits aren't big enough. It's fucking Power.
And what's up with the granny panties?
Yeah, no shit.
That's a good question.
And her arms are not muscular enough either.
No,
it's Power Girl.
Aren't those Catwoman arms? Or those Wonder Woman? Those are like Wonder Woman arms.
I don't know.
Those look like Wonder Woman. Hold on.
These people keep repeating Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, those are Wonder Woman arms.
But is it Wonder Woman or is it Wonder Woman designed by Todd McFarlane?
No, those are the collector edition Wonder Woman arms.
I don't know, but I don't like it.
I don't either.
Well, he should have used them to make more Wonder Woman because she sold out.
SDA's got it.
Nope.
There is going to be Chase's versions of all these figures. She's going to be like the new look where she's got pants and a jacket for some reason.
Later,
because everyone sees Power Girl and says, "I wish she had more clothes on."
Yeah. Guy Gardner, that's the first look we got too. He's actually got swappable hair, so if you want to give him the bowl cut or his modern hair, which they don't fit good, so it looks like he's wearing a toupee on each one of these.
It's a hair system. Thank you.
You can have modern look or classic look with his hair. Yeah, it's a toupee.
Yeah, He-Man is sold out. I tried looking for him, and now people are charging $40 to $50 for him in the aftermarket.
Which he?
Yeah, the face
The
does not
cartoon
look like
collection.
Garden at all.
The cartoon
saw-
collection He-Man.
I sold that dude with Battle Cat for $20.
I will say McFarlane, for whatever reason, most of the point time holds its value. I've noticed that with I've been selling them, and yeah, I've been getting $30-$40 for a lot of them that I didn't pay anywhere near that much for.
Basically, I got one from the UK for $26, shipped a couple weeks ago. That's UK, Amazon UK, I would assume.
Yeah.
There's your better look at the arms.
Yeah, those are Wonder Woman arms.
Yeah, they're non-textured arms, so I don't know if the suit's textured or not, but I got plenty. I like my custom Power Girl better.
Yeah,
Even Toy Band went hit on that one.
Yeah, look. They're exactly the same arms. Even the gauntlet's the same. Just blue.
I don't know. Those arms look pretty similar to.
We missed this last week. McFarlane's some dudes in Music Maniacs for Flavor Flav. All these movie maniacs and stuff have been statues, but for some reason he makes Flavor Flav an articulated figure.
Well, the Music Maniacs are articulated. There's an Ozzy Osbourne at my Walmart, and I was actually thinking about picking him up because he is 6-inch scale. For some reason, the Music Maniacs are 6-inch scale. But that one Ozzy Osbourne figure was $30, and
Todd doing something weird with the scale. What?
Now they just need to make they need to make an even taller Brigitte Nielsen.
They fit in perfectly with Marvel Legends. Like, I held him up next to him, and they're like the right size. But I wasn't going to pay $28.99 for. I mean, he had like bat wings and stuff on, and he was like, "Oh, this might be a cool custom for like, I don't know, a devil character or something." But not for $30.
We got the SH Figure Art, Spider-Man Noir, and Spider-Ham. And so, even though this is, we got swappable parts. That's not, can't be articulated. Yeah, it's got to be swappable parts.
No, that's the same. I believe that's the same Spider Pig that came with the one that got released 2-3 years ago. The Gwen Stacy that came out from SH Figure Arts.
Mm-hmm.
They released Spider Pig with her too from
and
the
Noir
first.
figure. Great.
That Spider Pig figure is awful. It does not stay together.
Yeah, it's all
falls. It's I've got that, and it's awful.
It sucks every time they make Spider Pig. He's always just a statue with maybe 1 or 2 articulation points.
And I love Spider Pig. I've got 3 of them up on my shelf. That one I do not have on my shelf because he won't even stand up. No matter which arms you put on him, which leg piece, it doesn't matter. He falls apart. He freaking it's a crap figure. So
King Collector. Yeah, I've been kind of cherry picking the cartoon collection stuff. I'm big on the classic stuff, but I did get like the cartoon He-Man, Skeletor, and a few others. The Tila looked great. The main show cast, the ones I kind of focused on was Beastman, Skeletor, the main horde. But for the most part, like there's Spycore and other like side characters, stuff like that, I'm passing on those. Because I like the toy looks for a lot of those better than the cartoon looks. Yeah, that's a great 2-pack too.
I mean, I'm glad they're doing the cartoon figure with the white eyes. I mean, you get an alternate angry head where it could be like a He-Man, but angry. I mean,
well, that's one thing you could actually do if you're looking for cartoon He-Man. Faker, it's coming out soon. It's kind of a reissue of that figure, but you have like an alternate head with, you've got 2 heads. One where it's a regular He-Man head, and the other one's got the glowing white eyes.
Yeah, I got that pre-ordered, and that's just going to be my main display cartoon He-Man. So.
Yeah, it's crazy that Motu Classics are selling cheaper now. That I don't understand that, because to me, Motu Classics are still better than anything Masterverse has made. So I don't get it. So I mean, for those who wasn't getting classics and stuff, it was like crazy expensive. What was it? Which one was it that went like cheap recently? Web Store. The Masterverse one went crazy on the secondary market price. Then the Origins one dropped, which is nuts because the classics one is so much better figure.
I'm looking at the classics one, and they've dropped down now to $70 to $70 now, especially the He-Mans, and those are always the priciest.
The priciest one is Fisto on classics.
Kit Fisto?
But yeah, we get that one. We get some reshoes of Dragon Ball figures, Broly. I would assume the Broly kind of like a response to there's just third-party companies making unofficial licensed Brolys. There's 2 of them out there. They're actually both of them are better than the Figure Arts, and so the Figure Arts like, let's reissue Broly. And Cooler. The Cooler looks cool, but both of them were like very expensive figure. Well, Cooler especially. Broly wasn't that bad, but Cooler was very expensive. That's the problem with SH Figure Arts is it's not Goku, Piccolo, Gohan, and Vegeta. They're all expensive figures. All the side characters. You can get those, but for some damn reason, you get everybody else is like $100 a piece or better.
That's what I hate. That's what I hate is you make your main, more iconic characters cheaper, yes, but you got to make the side characters. They can't be overpriced.
Yeah.
As one, I get it. They're
some of the side characters are 200 and up.
Oh, I know, and I get it. It's new tooling. You're new tooling for each of those characters, so of course they're going to be charged more. And I get it. Vegeta, Piccolo, Goku, they can all be cheap.
None of them are worth $200.
No, they're not. No, but I'm saying they can make Vegeta, Goku, Piccolo cheap because it's reused bodies.
This is $200 worth of engineering.
Yes.
This is a fully transformable, have battle armor. You can actually turn it into the White Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
This has got that level engineering.
Yeah.
Action figures don't have this level engineering.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason an SH Figure Art figure should ever cost $200.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
They give me a launch. They give me a launch figure. I will buy it. Well, it's a stupid price, but we need launch.
Yeah, but I do agree that no character should be $200, but it's all unique sculpted parts for each figure, unlike Vegeta, Goku, and Piccolo, where they could just keep reusing the same body but do different heads.
Oh yeah,
and save money that way.
The Broly, it's a reissue, and it's still $90.
Yeah, it should not be $90. It should be less than that.
It should be $30.
And the cooler, I'd get it, but I'm not paying $200 for a cooler. When I can go online and get the Dragon Star Bandai America figure for $20, $30.
Yeah, it's a lot smaller, less detailed, but it does fine.
Yes. I've got the Saiyan Armor Vegeta from Bandai America.
In my Dragon Ball shelf, that's the cooler I have on it, the Dragon Stars. So I'm not paying the $200 for the.
I always want to get Saiyan Armor Vegeta, but he was always so pricey. So I got the Dragon Stars figure for $20, and it scales really well with other Dragon Ball figures. So
we got some new pre-orders for Mayfix. We got Killmonger from the Black Panther and
Tim Drake
Robin.
Finally getting Robin. Everybody's been collecting.
Tim Drake needs so much more.
Killmonger seems like it's a little too late.
Nobody cares about that Killmonger figure.
No.
But that Tim Drake, though, I am here for it.
Yeah, the Robin looks great.
The likeness is not even good on the helm either.
Marvel Legends and Hot Toys did better.
That's Michael C. Jordan.
Michael C. Jordan. But the Tim Drake looks good.
Mm-hmm.
If you need a Robin figure, and these scale pretty well with Legends too.
Yes.
Which that is a very tempting figure. I usually buy my stuff off Holiday in Japan. It's quite a bit cheaper. It's like U.S. retailers got to pay like the import fees. If you buy it over like fees, it's cheaper. You got the shipping, but if you have a place like Hobby Link Japan, they have like a pile of loot system like Big Bad Toy Store, where you can let it sit there for a little bit. Because I got my Eradicator sitting in my loot on HLJ. Eventually, I was hoping Superboy would come out sooner. Ooh, a Mayfix Wonder Woman would be great.
It's coming. We'll get it for
Soft Goods Lasso.
They're doing a Doomsday too.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I heard Doomsday would probably be pretty slick.
Yes, Dragon Star's Sail is a lot better looking figure and the scale's better than the SH Figure 1. I'm not a fan of this. I actually have the SH Figure 1 up there, but I have the Dragon Stars too. And the model kit's better than that thing too.
Yeah, the model kit's a good one as well.
The model kit was fun to put together too, the way it's made.
Mm-hmm.
Super 7's got Wave 12 or the Thundercats Ultimate line. And we got Cruncher, Nadia, and Safari Joe. Which I know one of those characters. I only got to see the first season of Thundercats when it first aired. I never really went back and watched the entire series. So all these other characters that came in later on, I don't know.
The only cat show I watched was SWAT Cats.
The caveat too is like the articulation is going to suck on these things. The quality control is probably going to be terrible, and they're going to be overpriced. So standard Super 7. Let's see what the price is.
$55.
Well, there's 55 to 65, but Cruncher is a big figure. They do.
Yeah. I was guessing of the two.
65, yep.
Yep.
When they did like a Monstar and Mumra, they were like even more expensive. But it's cool for those that want them and want to complete their collection. That I don't much care for them. I got some of these Thundercat figures, but I'm not completing them because the figures just kind of suck. When I say kind of, I say they do suck. We get Walking Dead figures, 5-inch scale figures.
I've seen those at Books A Million. I wish they started off with Rick's first season 1 look in his police uniform.
They're really being 12 waves of those Thundercat figures. I guess they don't really follow it too close. There's been a lot of repaint waves too, where they do like the toy color versions of them, and they got like different characters. They got there's a lot of characters in Thundercats. They've done a lot of them. So yeah, I'm surprised it's Wave 12 too, but I don't follow it as much either because after Wave 2 figures were just absolute pure garbage. I quit. Finished up my main cast of Thundercats, and I don't really care. I need a Snarf eventually, but I'm not paying full price for a Snarf. But 5-inch, it's just an odd scale, like making things 5-inch scale, like especially like realistic human characters do like 4-inch or 6-inch. 5-inch is kind of odd scale for stuff.
He should have done the 4-inch scale like the Vintage Collection.
Well, it's McFarlane, so what we say about McFarlane does weird shit about scale.
Yep. I mean, I've seen these at my local Books A Million. They sell. They have the first wave for sale, and I just wanted to pass on them.
This is a third party, like a unique take on like the Dinobots, which I am going to like Dean TFW, whoever wrote this article. You're not a true G1 fan if you're calling. I'm joking anyway, but you're not true if you're using the modern name for slag and you're calling them slug. Call them slag, damn it. I don't care if it means a prostitute or whatever it is in other countries. His name's Slag. But I like the stylized, these unique takes. Several years back, before I had like just the massive collection I have, I've probably been all over this because I love the Dinobots and I like kind of like new takes on stuff. But this is really cool. Very wild and very spiky. I did see the neat little thing with about they found a fossil of a Triceratops a while back. One of the most intact ones. Even has like the fossilization actually had textures of its skin tone, and it's a possibility that Triceratops has had quills like a porcupine too, which make it one of the most armored freaking dinosaurs ever live. We got some nice big pictures of the Star Convoy coming out with Titan class, which I'm all over this. I love Star Convoy, which it's one of the things that when I first got on the internet, I found out like when Transformers actually kept going in Japan for like several more series afterwards, after ending in America, and they had Star Convoy. When I seen that was like my holy grail figure for a long time. I ended up getting the reissue back in early 2000s. They changed the color scheme up too, so people can't pass that one off as an authentic one, original one. And so I like it. It's a giant Optimus Prime.
Oh, Jared, Matt, I'm going to ask you a question that you haven't been asked in a long time, but everyone deserves to be asked. What's your favorite dinosaur?
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I didn't say Jared. I didn't say JB.
Oh.
So this was from Matt and Jared.
My favorite too, growing up, has always like been the Triceratops and the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So it kind of goes back and forth between those two, but I'm gonna go ahead and say for now I won't say Triceratops.
Good choice.
I don't know, man. Like because I watch too much dinosaurs, I always like stuff like the Allosaurus and I like the good guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stegosaurus, Allosaurus, stuff like that.
Genghis Rex?
Genghis Rex, yeah. But then Jurassic Park. So, I mean, that was also a big thing when I was a kid. So, like, Velociraptors were always one of my favorites too. So
Jurassic Park didn't showcase the Triceratops enough. It was sick and a big pile of shit next to it.
JB,
I'm still here.
since I was mean to you, what's your favorite dinosaur? You can answer now.
Same thing as Jared. Tyrannosaurus Rex and Triceratops.
How original.
You got to pick one. I picked one.
I said Tyrannosaurus Rex first. I was just saying what are my two favorites. I was saying T-Rex. Sorry, I was texting my brother. He was wanting to buy some toys from me, so I'm trying to.
What's your brother's favorite dinosaur?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
You said you were testing him.
I'm not. I'm talking to him about buying toys from me. So,
what's your favorite dinosaur, Sit for Life?
I'm gonna say the.
He's going to say the Brontosaurus.
Is it the? No, the dodo. Dodo bird.
The
dodo bird.
What?
It's a dinosaur. I mean, it's as much a dinosaur as anything else.
Well, with that logic, I like fried chicken, so fried chicken. Chicken's my favorite dinosaur. They're actually descendants of dinosaurs.
Yeah. I mean, even more so when you have dino-shaped nuggets.
Yeah.
Seth, where is this going?
I don't know.
And seeing as how
okay, I won't get nerdy on you. Technically, a pterodon is not technically a dinosaur.
Well, here's the other thing. Now, what do you do when we now know that chickens are in fact related to dinosaurs, and then we turn chicken into dinosaur nuggets.
Circle of life.
Full circle.
Yeah, exactly.
You're basically eating dinosaurs.
It's the same thing with like plastic dinosaurs are made from petroleum, and petroleum's byproduct of decomposing like dinosaurs. So plastic dinosaurs are real dinosaurs.
Sure.
10% more dinosaur in your dinosaur.
This was announced. We're getting like arcade style boxes for Tron figures. Which do we think these are actually going to get released with everything going on? Diamond Select.
Probably not.
I mean, aren't those the same ones they've been putting out for a while?
They are the same figures. They're just repackaging, but
Yes.
I'd be interested in them if they weren't 7-inch scale.
But the Street Fighter figures are done really well, so now if they copy the box, then success.
be interesting to see how they do. Now, Loot Collector give us a little hint that their next cryptic figure they're going to do.
That's a
wasn't
pretty big foot, isn't it?
That is a big foot.
That's a very big foot.
Isn't that a scene for that Revenant movie with
Could be
Leonardo DiCaprio?
That's Leo there in the middle, about to get swooped by a bear. And
That's we got the Marvel Legend Sasquatch. The I forget what company made those bears. Which these bears were kind of a bait and switch to the original prototypes. Had like bicep swivels, better looking arms and stuff, better paint. I almost ordered them, but I've been kind of. If I pre-ordered and got that, I've been kind of pissed.
It looks like a McFarlane Build-A-Figure.
I think it's going to be the White Ape.
But
Could be the White Ape.
it'd be really cool if we get a orange Sasquatch. Because the Marvel Legends Sasquatch is way too damn small. He's supposed to tower over the Hulk. And this figure is smaller than the Hulk. Sasquatch is listed being 10 feet tall. So be curious to see what comes to this. Hopefully it's like they do something really cool. We had Fresh Monkey Fiction. They set up at Toy Depot. They're showing off some of their prototypes and their figures they got out now. We got the upcoming waves. And got the Crimson Moon prototypes out. There's your red hooded Cobra Commander. I like the UK Action Force theme on this Crimson Moon stuff. It looks really cool. Seems like somebody else that purchased the name Action Force should have been doing stuff like this. But no. Their con exclusive is like one of the tactical figures. You get like a Van Helsing head without the scar, masthead, and a Lieutenant Raven portrait. Kind of looks like a what's his name from the Bad Batch? The leader of the Bad Batch.
I was gonna say Charlie Sheen's character from what's it called?
I would so wish we could Marvel Select would have done a Sasquatch King Collector, but with everything going on with Diamond, it's who knows if we're actually going to get we're going the Diamond Select's even going to stay around because they're like $1 million in debt and they're filed bankruptcy and they're selling off chunks of their company. So it's hard to tell if we're going to even have a Diamond Select. Why are you giving me pop-ups? This is the company that's doing the. Are you going to do that every window? The villain from RoboCop, the first movie, is a prototype paint master for the guy that gets melted. It looks good. Sculpt looks good. The paint looks good. If these are priced right, I'm in for these. I'm definitely getting the Clarence moniker. But if they're priced right, I'll get the whole team of bad guys.
1/10 though.
They will be scaled with the NECA RoboCop at 1/10 scale.
Hunter was the one you were thinking of with the bandana from Bad Batch.
That's it. Yep. Thank you, sir.
No, it was Hunter.
Yeah, if these are scale the price right, I will be getting all these. I will. They put a poll out of which ones people prefer, like if they want 1/10 or 1/12 scale. Just to be contrary, I voted for 1/12 scale because they said if they do well enough and they sell enough, they said they might end up making 1/12 scale as well.
Wait, how tall are they?
The 1/10 scale.
1/10. Okay.
And man, I wish I
Sushi shop.
They should already, instead of 1/10, they need to just be 1/12 already so they can scale with the NECA RoboCop figure.
Hello, sir, from the Philippines.
You know what I mean?
He is a fantastic painter. I don't know if you've seen his work. He does like beautiful cell shading stuff on his figures. He's a master painter. I'm holding out for Mythic Legion's figure Obscure Sasquatch. Their bear sculpt looks incredible, and they're sure they will do Sasquatch perfectly. I can't wait to get their grizzly bear. That's the only figure I ever pre-ordered directly from Mythic Legions. I want that big bear.
I dig this Initial D.
Yeah,
I dig it.
I am kicking myself I didn't pre-order this one here. I love that one. It's a Ocular Max, like the Mastermind Creations. This is their take on a Earth mode drift from comics, and it is just a gorgeous piece.
Does it come with the stickers to make it?
There's a second release that's coming out. It's got the paint deco and all. It's got all the graphics on it. I like the plain one though. The plain one was like the first one, and it sold out. So this is the one I wanted, the plain one. But they are doing another release with all the Japanese writing on the side and stuff. It's kanji.
My problem is I would put it in card form and I would never transform it because
it's gorgeous.
It is.
We're getting close to release on some of these new turtles. These 1/12 scale turtles coming out.
My favorite turtles, Donna and Michael.
Yeah, and these are actually officially licensed too, so that's why they can actually show their faces and stuff since they've been redacted out. At $70 a pop, it's not too bad. I think that's what it was.
$7?
70.
70.
$70 for 1/12 scale turtles.
No, I take that back. They're $100 because it's $20 deposit. The rest price is $69.99. I had to remember for a second. But yeah, they're cool. I like them. I think that's the price. I may be lying to you. Let's find out. Let's go to their website.
Matt's heart must not be on the show tonight. He keeps cutting his camera off and muting his mic. Matt!
Pre-ordered.
When he turns the camera back on, he's going to be in Michigan, so.
All right. Okay. They're $89 plus shipping.
Yeah, 90, so $20 in shipping, yeah.
Yep.
So really, you're probably just going to want to buy one less. Of course, you want to pay $400 for all four.
I think Bombus B actually has them cheaper, though. That's where I was getting the $60 price point. They're on Chinese New Year, so you don't want to order anything from them right now. Wait till they get back. Here's the turtles. There.
$1? That's way better.
Yeah. That's a pre-order deposit. Full price. They're $65 from $99 here, but you got to pay overseas shipping.
Yeah, I would just probably buy one and be done. Or unless, of course, they don't sell out, then space it out over time. You know, build up your paychecks and pay, okay, here's a month I want to pay for one, build up, and then pay again for another one. You know,
probably though, these are going to sell out fast.
They are.
You're not gonna be able. If you want these, you better pre-order them because these are the nicest 112 scale turtles. These looks like. I heard some people like saying, "Oh, these are like the Michael Bay turtles." You're an idiot if you think these are Michael Bay turtles.
Mm-hmm.
These are more along based off the 2000 series, the TV series. That was a great show.
Yeah. The 2003 series is my quote unquote my Ninja Turtles. So
even though Super 7 is doing their own versions, but they're going to be terrible.
I'm right there with you, Sifrila, and it's like that is the best. I love the original.
I even
the first live action movie. I loved it. I never was a big turtle. I didn't like the cartoon. I was in the time period where I could watch young enough to watch the original cartoon, but I never liked it.
I liked it. I liked the one where they go through time. The time traveling one was cool. It felt like a continuation. And then I think they went back from time, but it only lasted like a season before it got canceled and rebooted.
The art style is the same continuity, same story, but their art style changed while they were in the future. Then when they went back to the old art style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The real Shredder showed up. Like the first Shredder they fight was an Utron Shredder, which is a Krang, which are what their Krangs are. Then
that's a series I need to go back and rewatch.
Yeah, it's a great show. But definitely, I wouldn't snooze on these if you want some good looking turtles. But import stuff, we got some cool stuff coming out with that. But this is
Tactical
the other we're liking. They do this like weird wolf head to get by with copyright laws. So they do the listings, but it comes with belly heads. But the figure looks really good. And you got the Bombus B, you got some more like like the Legends class Transformers coming out. Ooh. Now, Ronin Warriors. I want to see more of this. It's just concept art right now, but that's got my interest peaked. But that's what I want to show. Those mechanized mechs of turtles are doing a shredder. And it looks badass. Absolutely. The shredders just seems to make so much sense as a mech. That looks awesome.
It does.
Full price on that one is $130. Well, $127.99. You'll have to check
it comes with quite a bit of accessories.
Yeah. Comes with a ton of stuff. This is the content you get with it. Even tells you the batteries you need for it.
Ooh.
Yeah, look at this. That's all. That's what you get with this figure. A lot of stuff. Gorgeous piece.
Okay, about $127. Is it Hot Toys quality?
Is that Hot Toys quality?
That's hot and toys, so yes.
Yeah. The company that's making those turtles is Medi Toys. They used to be called Memory Toys. Oh, and did anybody pre-order the Storm Collectibles is finally making true 1/12 scale figures instead of the figures they've been saying are 1/12 forever. They've been making 1/10 scale stuff. And the Baki looks great.
So that's
crazy on this thing.
So that's a 6-inch scale figure.
Yes.
Okay.
This is we're not quite sure what their scale in comparison to other 6-inch lines. Because everybody's 6-inch lines that's always different sizes. But the range of movement and articulation on this figure is insane.
I mean, I might pre-order it just to try it out because I don't have a Storm Collectibles figure, and I mean, if it's in 6-inch scale or
$25.
yeah, I'm saying never have purchased Storm Collectibles before, so this would be my first.
And they're going to their what do they call the arena line? Everything arena is going to be true 1/12 scale figures. They're going to be redoing all their Street Fighter figures in that. So that I think it's a little too late with their Street Fighter stuff. They might get some people to swing over from Storm Collectible, not Storm Collectible, Jada. But yeah,
Yeah,
we almost have a complete line of Jada already.
Yeah, I'll probably pre-order this one just to see, just out of curiosity.
I think that is all that I have. Matt, do you have anything?
You already went over everything I had, so no.
Yeah. JB, do you have anything? Did you do any homework? No.
That's a no. He's not. He's just like. He got put on the spot. He's like, I was not prepared for this.
I did not study for this test.
Oh, you know what? This is probably more of a geek night topic, but I'm not doing a chat tomorrow night.
Huh.
So I watched the new Star Trek Section 31 movie. Anybody want to guess if it was good?
It was awful.
I know it was awful.
It was awful.
It is the most. It is the most not Star Trek thing I've ever seen in my life. That's supposed to be Star Trek. Like, it's less Star Trek than Discovery is. You know what it was like? What it was like? It was like watching Mission Impossible number 157 that they come out with in the year 2257. That's what it's like. It's a Mission Impossible movie in space. Which, by the way, nothing wrong with that. Don't call it Star Trek.
Yeah.
Because it's not Star Trek at all. Like, there's nothing in that show.
The entire modern Star Trek never understood the whole purpose of Section 31. Nobody freaking knows they exist.
Yeah. Like, not even Starfleet is supposed to know they exist. And this is just like
They go around telling everybody they're Section 31.
This is just a space spy movie. That being said, it wasn't awful for a space spy movie. It was awful for a Star Trek movie.
Well, they haven't made anything that's been good for Star Trek for...
Well, except for Lower Decks is awesome.
Yeah.
And I will say...
they lost the whole point of Star Trek that separates it from every other sci-fi out there is the utopian future. Earth is a utopia, and all the bad stuff is represented by aliens.
Yeah.
Greed, the Ferengi, savage war, Klingons, subterfuge and espionage, the Romulans. It's
Banging
all,
hot alien
all the bad
chicks.
parts of
captain.
humanity are represented by aliens.
Yeah.
Humans have moved past that, and they try to enlighten other species.
That sounds like mansplaining.
I will say, obviously, Lower Decks is great, and I will say that Prodigy is actually pretty good. I mean, I know it's canceled; it's gone now, but Prodigy was actually pretty decent because they worked in a lot of like actual Star Trek stuff from it with Janeway and Chakotay and all that kind of stuff. But this was so not Star Trek. Like, if it didn't say Star Trek, there's absolutely nothing in it that would make you that at one point there is a character. I mean, not one point. One of the characters is a Starfleet officer. So they mention that, but the person doesn't come across as Starfleet at all. Like, you could literally watch this if they just took out Star Trek from the title and the handful of times they mention like the word Starfleet, you would just think this is just a sci-fi space,
That's the entire like streaming shows they've had. from Discovery, Picard, everything. The only Star Trek that kind of resembled Star Trek was Picard season 3.
Yeah.
And Lower Deck.
But this is less Star Trek than anything else they've put out. Now, that being said, there was some cool characters in it. I like Michelle Yeoh's character. I liked her character from Discovery. I like having her. First of all, I like her as an actress. I've been watching her stuff since like the late '80s. But I like her playing a Terran Empress, playing a bad guy. She's a good character. They also had another good character on the show that's an augment. That's like a 300-year-old augment. He was a cool character. There was some cool characters on the show.
But none of it's Star Trek.
It's not Star Trek at all. The music, the way it's filmed, the introduction, the whole opening, like there's nothing Star Trek about it at all. If they like this is the same thing that I said.
They want it to be a series.
Oh yeah, no, I could totally it being a series. This was totally a pilot movie. However, don't call it Star Trek. Call it Space Spies or whatever the fuck. I don't care. Like, it was like, I'll be honest, it was not awful unless you call it Star Trek. Like for a spy space action movie thing, I was like, yeah, this is. I mean, it's just dumb fun, right? Like, you know what I mean? And there was a couple of good characters in it, and Michelle Yeoh gets to fucking do kung fu and shit. So, like, you're like, okay, cool. But you put Star Trek on it, and it just ruins it. And it's the same problem that I had when they did that reboot, whatever, of Red Dawn. I was like, why did you call this Red Dawn? That's why people hate it, because you called it Red Dawn. It's not a bad movie. It's just not Red Dawn. Red Dawn was a specific thing in a specific time about the Cold War and the fears that were going on at that time, and that's what made Red Dawn Red Dawn. When they did the remake, it was just a completely different movie.
Then they like bowed down to China too, and changed the bad guys from Chinese to North Korea, which North Korea does not have the manpower to take over the United States.
No.
Well, kill Thor.
North Korea can take over Rhode Island.
No. That was the problem with this, is that they dared to call it Star Trek. It's not. If you want to watch kind of a stupid space action spy movie, and then it's fine. I mean, it's as good as that. What's that movie we watched that we both liked? The Dave Bautista spy movie that we watched a few months ago.
Central Intelligence.
No.
The Killing Game?
Killing Game, something like that. Yeah. Like, there was nothing, like, groundbreaking about it, but it was just kind of a stupid, fun spy action movie, right?
Yeah.
That's what this is. What the problem is that they dared to call it Star Trek, because there's nothing Star Trek about it. Like, the dialogue, the music, the story, the way the show is edited, like, literally nothing in it is Star Trek. And that's my critique of it.
The Killer's Game.
Killer's Game. There you go. Good movie. A lot of fun. Not like a series.
I was surprised. I never heard of it. I actually watched it by accident because
I hadn't heard of it till you told me about it.
A friend of mine, he bought tickets to watch Transformers 1, and they changed the theater. Changed it on the website. He like used their app to like for the local theater.
Yeah,
he said everyone got movies. He signs up the Regal service and he gets like tickets for about nothing because he was subscribed to it. And he bought the tickets for the movie. Then like we get there, it's like, no, that's in the next city over. It's like, what? It was on the app when it was here. So what else is playing? So we went and watched that, and it's actually I was pleasantly surprised with it.
Yeah. So I would just say, if anybody gets curious like I did and wants to watch this movie, go ahead and watch it. Just know that it just put in your head, this is not.
And caveat, I'd watch it on like somewhere you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, don't pay for it. Like, I don't pay for any of this shit. So, but yeah, no, I mean, like I said, it had
wait on a streaming platform that you pay for it or something.
Yeah. It had full action. It's got Michelle Yeoh in it. It's got like an augmented dude in there. It was fine as a space spy action movie. just that was it. Like that's if you do, but you know, I guess that's my thing. I don't know who expected it to be good. Maybe that's the other thing. Like, no, I know I didn't expect it to be good. I had no expectations for this movie at all. Like I thought, you know, it's gonna be a steaming pile. I was like, well, I would rather have watched that than that Rebel Moon crap.
Oh God, it was one of the worst movies I ever
It's
seen.
better than Rebel Moon, I'll tell you that.
And who in the right mind greenlit him do a director's cut, which is even longer and boring? I watched the first one. There's no way in damn hell I'm going to watch a director's cut of Rebel Moon. The movie was awful. That's one of the worst damn things I ever seen in my life.
I was excited for it when it was announced.
I spoke to my brother. I didn't ask him about it. He said, I tried to watch this Rebel Moon movie. I couldn't even make it through it. I turned it off. That's what he told me. He was like, the only person in that movie that actually was trying whatsoever was Anthony Hopkins reading his lines.
I was excited for a Zack Snyder Star Wars movie, but
Anthony Hopkins' grocery list.
I mean, here's the thing about Zack Snyder, though, is he cannot create off of nothing. If you go and look at the stuff that he's done, and he's done a lot of fantastic things. I mean, I love Man of Steel. I love his 4-hour cut of Justice League. I love
Watchmen.
300. I love Watchmen. If you notice, everything good he's ever done was something somebody else wrote. It was characters other people created and stories other people wrote. I think Zack Snyder is a good director. He's very visual. He's a lot of he's a lot of style over substance. But if you're dealing with something that he didn't write, that's okay. When he tries to do his own thing, that's when he fails. He's not a writer. He's not a creator. He's not George Lucas. He needs to stop trying to do his own thing and make his own version of Star Wars or whatever he thinks he can make.
Yeah. I understand they bought a package of movies. Like they hired him to make a certain amount of movies with the contract from Netflix, but doing the Rebel Moon stuff, who greenlit the damn director's cuts?
I think it was part of his contract that because I remember
how is there a fucking director's cut?
Actually I remember this from his Joe Rogan interview. He was telling Joe Rogan that he made a deal with Netflix that he'll put the movies out if he gets to do the rated R director's cut of each movie. That was his deal with Netflix because he wanted to do them rated R, and Netflix said, no, we have to do this to where everybody will watch it. And he's like, okay, I'll do them if you let me do my cut, my rated R cut of these movies. That's what it was. It was in his Netflix contract.
The Watchmen was really good. He did a really good job on that one. But I think
my favorite comic.
It's one of those things too, though. It's because he does one good action comic book movie. It doesn't mean he should have the realm to build an entire cinematic universe. That was the mistake.
No. Well, and that was
let him do individual movies with other writers.
Yeah, which is what he did for Man of Steel. And Man of Steel was fantastic, I think. I know some people don't like it, but whatever.
Those people are wrong.
Now, well, he has some horrible casting in the movie, though.
Oh, the Lois Lane is just.
I'm Jesse Eisenberg is the worst than.
Well, he didn't show up in Man of Steel,
but he still.
They didn't cast him until that was Batman v Superman. Man of Steel. The only casting choice I don't like from Man of Steel is Lois Lane because I don't like Amy Adams. But
yeah, but
I just watched Catch Me If You Can the other day, and it took me a long time to realize that Amy Adams was in that because she didn't look nearly as awful as she normally does. She wasn't as annoying.
Well, and she's like one of many people in that movie, so she doesn't have a lot of screen time.
Last movie she did too. She looks like she. I'm a fat person, so I'm just gonna say, but she looks like she's packed on some weight from her last movie.
Probably.
Well, I remember she played like a teenage girl in Smallville where she was overweight, and she got like
Meteor rockitis.
yeah, the meteor, yeah, and so she had
Oh, that's kind of like
to get skinny.
My biggest pet peeve with Smallville, everybody's freaking powers is based off the damn kryptonite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is why Smallville got good after season 3. Is once they moved away from that meteor rock freak of the week thing, which they only did for television, and because they wanted to appeal to teenagers, and Clark's still in high school and all this crap. Once they moved away from that, and they brought in bigger stories and other characters, and Metropolis was a main location for the show, it got so much better. Those first 3 seasons are rough. Those first 3 seasons are really rough. Season 4 to 10, I love that show from season 4 to 10.
Now, I agree with King Collector here. They should have done Man of Steel's 2 before they brought in all the other characters.
Which, by the way, is what he was doing. Like he and what's his name? Was it Goyer? Who helped him?
David S. Goyer.
David S. Goyer, who did Man of Steel. They were working on Man of Steel 2 when Warner Brothers came in and said, "Oh, we got to catch up with Marvel. Zach, you're in charge of the whole cinematic universe. Give us Batman v Superman." And he was like, "Okay," because it was a paycheck. But they should have. If they were going to do that, they should have brought somebody else in to run DC, or they should have just let him do Man of Steel 2. Just let him do Man of Steel 2.
They want to do Avengers, and they wanted to. Marvel built up everything to build up to the Avengers. Introduced all these different characters, different movies, then did the Avengers.
Yeah.
They want to skip all that, and it's like, hey, here's all the characters.
Yeah. And it was huge.
Well, the only
I think there was a lot of potential with a lot of what they introduced. I think Wonder Woman was great. Man of Steel was great. Ben Affleck as Batman worked. I mean, it worked.
That should have been a money maker right there.
Yeah, like they made a lot of good decisions as far as castings and things, and if they just slowed it down.
They cast one of the worst freaking people ever to be Barry Allen, though.
Oh yeah,
Since you said we're not Geek
he was never written like Barry Allen either. Barry Allen.
I'll tell you a movie I'm not really.
He wasn't written like Barry Allen or
Wally West.
Wally West. He was just I don't know.
He was a unique character. He was awful.
I don't know. They just had him play the like neurotic kid that like it was, and that was not either one of them. So I don't know what they were going for with how they wrote that character, but he was none of them.
The Bart Allen, Barry, whatever Impulse version on Smallville was better.
Oh yeah, well because he acted like Bart Allen.
Yeah.
Is anybody excited for the Captain America movie that's coming out?
No.
Okay.
I'm mildly excited for Thunderbolts because that looks like a better movie.
Well, too,
see what they're going to do with. Because first of all, I like all those characters except for Taskmaster. I don't like that version of Taskmaster at all. But all the other characters, I like. I like Red Guardian. I like Bucky. I like all the characters in that movie. So I'm more looking forward to that, and I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with Sentry.
that
doesn't mean it's going to be a good movie.
If you want the Thunderbolts figures on your shelf right now, you can go to Ollie's and get them.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I do want to say this, that I agree, and many people agree, that it should have been Bucky who got the shield first before Sam. But I get why, Marvel said, hey, we're going to give Sam the shield, not Bucky, due to, okay, look, we're being progressive. We're changing things up. And I mean, I'm not excited for it because it has gone through 3 reshoots.
Bucky gives his entire. It made no sense story-wise whatsoever either, though. The entire Civil War happened because Bucky's his best friend. Sam was a friend, but not like Bucky.
Yep.
Bucky, it made zero sense for him to hand that shield over to Sam. There were several missteps in like the Infinity War Endgame movies.
Yeah, and Sebastian
It's unfortunate
Stan,
because
one of the big things they nerfed. I could not stand with the fact they nerfed both Hulk and Thor in that trilogy. Those two movies. I mean, not trilogy, but they nerfed Hulk right at the beginning of the Infinity War. Didn't even let him turn into Hulk. Then when he got Hulk back, he's a little shrimpy, like
sissy version.
Hulk, and it made no sense. Like the merged Hulk, who was later dubbed the Professor Hulk, people call Smart Hulk, was not tiny. He was not weaker than the regular Hulk. He was, way they explained it in the comic books, back like on he's like a Freud is like the id, ego, and super ego. They merged all three personalities into one being. You had the Green Hulk, Savage Hulk was the id. Joe Fixit was the ego. Banner was the super ego. They all merged together into the Green Hulk's body. The biggest body. Strongest body. He's not a little half-powered. We just worked it out, so we're...
Yeah.
Oh, I'm embarrassed by how I used to act. Oh.
And they had the perfect setup, too, for them to unleash the Savage Hulk. And when they're getting the Infinity Stones, traveling on time, when he's talking to like the Ancient One, when she pushes Banner out of the Hulk, when she's talking to Banner, they could have the opportunity where like every time Banner is separated from the Hulk is a separate entity. Have the Hulk should have woke up and have Banner say, "Put me back, put me back, put me back." That could have led up to like the final climax of the movie instead of having Captain Marvel come in and destroy his ship. He could have went to Doctor Strange, like they're losing the fight. Push me out of the Hulk. I know you can do this. The Ancient One did it. Let the Beast out. Let him have the moment, like destroying the ship and stuff.
I guarantee you, they probably said, "Okay, we'll keep Mark Ruffalo stay on and play the Hulk as long as he can play himself."
I understand too why they nerfed Hulk and Thor. They want to have Iron Man and Captain America have the moments in that movie, the Endgame movie. But if you had a Thor the way he was at the end of Infinity War show up through and say been a fat overweight slob and had like a Savage Hulk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because by the time we see him, the last time we see Thor, he is the most powerful he's ever been.
Yep. He killed Thanos.
Yeah.
He was going to kill Thanos. Thanos had the Infinity Gauntlet.
I told you, you die for that.
I mean, if he struck the head at the end of Infinity War, he would have killed Thanos immediately. He took Thanos down, critically wounded him.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he let him get away. He let the bad guy get away, so.
But that was the most powerful version of Thor. Then all of a sudden, like he got PTSD, fat and out of shape, and eating food all the time, and drinking beer nonstop.
Yeah,
Playing video games.
And that's not the character development that we had for the character too. He took the responsibility too. Like with Ragnarok, he was trying to like put together. He would not done that to his people. What's left of his people.
Mm-hmm.
It's just characters. Writing basically completely changing the character. Now he lost his brother, like Loki and stuff. They finally made amends and stuff, but and half the universe was like snapped away. But
well, Lobo got cast as Supergirl.
Who?
Lobo in the coming Supergirl.
Most
Jason Momoa
obvious thing in history.
Yes.
Oh yeah, well, as soon as they had made an announcement he was going to be Aquaman, it's like, why are they casting the man who's been perfect for Lobo to be Aquaman? I said that from the very get-go.
By the way, they did reveal today the casting for Sinestro for the Green Lantern show.
It better be Mark Strong.
It ain't Mark Strong.
He was a great Sinestro, by the way.
Yeah.
He really was. Like, he was the best cast person in that movie.
How do you know? Deadpool went back in time and killed him before.
The movie should have totally been for Green Lantern movie is the animated movie right afterwards. That should have been the live action movie where Sinestro, they find out Sinestro's the bad guy and they go deal with him.
Yeah. I might botch it, but it's Ulrich Thompson. Is his name Ulrich Thompson?
Who that is?
Ulrich Thompson.
It was just.
We're getting close to Matt's time to.
Yeah, I got like a minute and a half.
But he was cast today to play Sinestro in the HBO Lantern show. It was revealed early today. So.
Alrighty, guys. I think we better wrap up because we got.
Yeah.
Mr. Matt's got another show here coming up, and thank you everybody in the chat coming out and hang out with us tonight. Mr. JB and Sith for Life. Y'all have a good week, and we'll catch y'all next time.
Later,
See ya.
Later.
Ninja vanish.